Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here. Thanks for stopping by for some baseball action. This is a replay baseball, and we're playing with the all franchise teams, as you can see by the chart here. And we're continuing on with the tournament that I established. We're in the American League over here. It's a best of three. It's Tampa versus Boston, and this is a possible elimination. Boston ripped them up 12 to nothing in the first game. But we are in Tampa, so they're going to try to do a better job in front of their home fans. On the mound for Tampa is Matt Garza facing Tris Speaker to lead off here, folks. Here we go. "31 on the shortstop. That's 34 on the four. That's a high one. 31, and then it's a pop out to that's a pop out to five. That's the shortstop. Okay, Ted Williams. 1, 2, 5, 1. That's a 6 on the. That struck him out. Big strikeout on Ted. What am I doing writing a 6 for there? What did I do? Oh, that was what the number was we just had. Comes Carl Yastrzemski, 2 down here, top of the first. 6-1. We got a 16 and a 3. It's a 19 on the 6 chart. And that is just a deep fly out to right. 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first. On the mound here for Boston is Roger Clemens. Carl Crawford leading off for Tampa today. And that is just a high pop out over to the second baseman. Longoria. Hard time seeing here. I'm going to have to move this in a second. 39, 40 on a 2 chart. 40. Gets a ground out to short, 6-3. Carlos Pena. Look over here, 23 and 5. And that's a base on balls. So base on balls. We're going to have some action on the M chart. We're going to have that's Pena is out of there. We've got Aubrey Huff at the plate. And we're going to be rolling on this one here. Seven, wild pitch. We go down here and it says if the blue die is higher than the pitcher's wild pitch rating, all runners advance. It is not. It's a 1, unless he's a 0 wild pitch. I don't think that's going to happen with him. But it's not. So that's just a wild pitch. Aubrey still pitching to Huff. 1, 2, 30. 36. On the 1, there's a ground ball. Dude, down to the third baseline, picks it up, fires over to first, and we got they are out of there in the bottom of the first. All right, Jimmy Fox at the plate, top of the second. Made a little adjustment here so I can see the dice a little easier. And Matt Garza out there, top of the second in this possible elimination game. And that's a base on balls. Lead runner on. Wade Boggs. This card over here that you're seeing, that's the home field card. $49 on the 3. That's way down there. $49 on the 3. We got a line drive towards right field versus a left-handed pitcher. He's not a lefty. Versus the right-handed finger. It's a single to right and runners advance. 2 bases. Jimmy Fox hustles over to the third. First scoring threat of the day. First and third with nobody out. And here's Dwight Evans. Look at what we got going here. This time we got a line drive towards left field versus a right-hander. A leaping catch for the shortstop. With a runner on second unless there's nobody out. Okay, we're going L6. If there was a runner on second, we would have had a chance to get a double play. And Garcia Power, big catch by that shortstop. And that's a fly out to center or action on the base pass. Let me see what this says. Okay, it's not going to be a fly out to center. We're going to be checking the action on the bases again on the M chart. 5. What do we got this time? The wild pitch again. This is a 5. His wild pitch rating is a 2. It is higher. Runners advance and a run scores. And a wild pitch. Garcia Parra still at the plate. So now this time we got a line drive towards the gap in left center. The left fielder going after it. If the outfielder's defensive rating in left field, where's the left fielder? Come on, I don't have a left fielder. It's right here. It's 4. Why don't I have one? A left fielder. Oh, this is Crawford, Carl Crawford. Okay. Back to what we were saying. If the outfielder's rating, defensive rating, which is 3, is higher than the Rays number, when the Rays number was a 4, he's made a fine running catch. The outfielder's defensive rating is not higher than the Rays number. The ball falls in for a double, and all runners advance 2 bases, and we got another run in. Garcia Power drops in a double. Dustin Pedroia getting to play today. Both teams made a couple lineup changes. That's a 6 with a runner on second. What do we got going here? They'll be playing back. Then it's a ground out, and the runners advance the base. 6-3. Runner on second holds the shortstop. That's right. Okay, let's do this one all over again. Yeah, two down for Jason Varitek. Got the catching duties today. Glad to get the play here. Uh-oh. 10, 30, 13. That is gone, folks. Varitek getting the play, and they are blowing it open right here, folks. 2 RBIs for Varitek, and it's now 4-0. Top of the order, Tris Speaker. Cards are falling apart. And then we got to fly out the center this time. But not before Boston puts up 4 more runs. That's 16 runs they've scored so far, and Tampa hasn't gotten 1. We are going to the bottom of the first. Ben Zobrist leading off. They need to start scoring now, but Clemens is tough. 7 on the 5 chart, and there's a walk. So again, they get a guy on. Lugo. And go back a little bit on that. There was a kit. I'll show you on the batter's card. There was a kit C. So what that means is we drew the walk, but we're going to be checking the chart, but we're going to be checking the C chart this time. And we got a 7 on the C. SBE. Stolen base plus possible throwing error on the catcher. Roll against the catcher's error rating. Okay, the catcher's error rating is 43. 44. If the roll is higher, all runners advance an extra base on the error. So we got a stolen base here by Zobrist. And he's going over here in an error. Steal and an error. Mark the error up here so don't forget. And that's what happened on that one. This all happened with Lugo at the plate. Okay, Lugo got a chance to get somebody home here. There's a 5, and 1 is a 6. Struck him out. Okay, Randy Wynn, the center fielder. And there's a double into the gap, and the runners advance 2 bases, and Tampa has scored their first run of the series. Randy Wynn and Toby Hall. Struck him out. Clemens dealing. We're going to check that and do that one over again. That was Bartlett. See what we got going here. 2, 3. Struck him out. Okay, that's on. There's 2 down. And here comes Toby Hall. Caught it in time to correct it. Was still a strikeout. 2, 4, 56 and the 2. Then we got a line drive and going into the right field this time. If the outfielder's defensive rating is higher than the Rays number is 3. And the right fielder is a 5. He makes a nice run and catch, so we'll say the L9. They got 1. Now the big job is to hold this Boston team down. We are in the top of the 3rd. 4-1. Ted Williams coming to the plate. Garza got Williams looking the first time. 1 5. 30. 32. 32 into 1 shot, and there's a base on balls. Ted says, you're not going to get me this time. Draws the walk. Okay, Yastrzemski. Flew out to right his first time up. 21 on the second baseman, so we're going to have a possible. We're playing in because we want to play for the double play. And it's the 21. It's a single off the runner's glove and the fielder's glove, and the runners advance 1 base. Whenever there's a double play, I always play it halfway. It's automatic. Jimmy Fox. Here they go. They're threatening again already. There's a base hit up the middle. Runners advance 1 base. With 4 or 5 speed, advances 2 bases. So we're gonna be checking Ted Williams' speed. No, he's a 3, so he's not gonna be going 2 bases. So we got They're going station to station here with nobody out. Wade Boggs. It's a ground ball. It's a ground ball to the second baseman. Let me check what the base is. We're going to be playing in. No, we're going to be playing halfway. We're going to try to concede it. So it's going to be they're going to go second 4-6-3 on this one. Get the double play. Give up the run here. This guy's going over to third. He's going to be out. Try to get this rally or this thing shut down quickly if we can. With only one run, that would be sweet. With bases loaded, no outs. And here is a strikeout. And he gets out of that jam cheaply. It is 5-1. Okay, Roger Clemens. Top of the order, Carl Crawford. He's a righty, so we're going to get 8. And 1 is 9. I think it's a base hit. That would have been an out. It would have been a strikeout. We're going to check that raised number. Hold on a second. Okay, that raised number only comes into play if it would have been a home run. So we got a base hit for Crawford. So we'd like to get that one run right back again if we can. Here's Longoria. There's a line out the left, a hard liner. Carlos Pena. Ground out to first. It's unassisted, so that runner is going to be advanced. So we're just going to go 3 unassisted. And Aubrey Huff. .48 on the 5 chart. It's a fly out to center. Wait a minute. Nope, nope. But the base is empty. Scored. Check the M column. So Huff is up. Or something's going on the base pass. This could be a big break. Got to keep them going. Going on the M chart. 11. BK. The blue die is higher than the season Bach rating. Bach is called. I don't remember what the season Bach rating is. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, so the season Bach rating is a 3. And if it's higher than the season Bach rating, it's a Bach. Is so runner advances to third. Huff's still up there. 19. There's a deep fly out to right. And we're going to the top of the 4th, and it's 4-1. Garza getting a little tired, getting some fatigue. And Garcia Parra doubled the score his first time up there. Struck him out. Dustin Pedroia grounded out the short first time. I thought that is a base on balls. Comes Veritek, one deep. All these power guys on here, and the Veritek that doesn't get to play every day puts one out. And this time he lines a shot in the left. We're going for first and second. One out. Tris Speaker. This is more M chart action. We're getting a lot of those this time. Four. Pass ball. The blue die's higher, which is a one. It's not going to be because his pass ball rating for him is a four. If it's higher, all the runners advance. It isn't, so you would dug it out and runners hold. And there we go. There's another base hit, and the runners advance one base. Station to station again. They are just piling up the hits and on base. There's big Ted Williams. It's close, right? 5-1 right now. It's probably a good score, but he wants to blow it open. Uh-oh. That's an 11. That's 14. That is a grand slam for Ted Williams. That'll be all for Garza. Maybe not. Wow. Because now he has to use his B rating because he's run up more than 6. His B rating automatically, no matter what the dice says. All right, so let's see what happens with Yastrzemski. 11. 13 on the 2 chart, 13 on the choose that base hit, and that's it for Garza. Timeout. Okay, Jeremy Hellickson's on the mound here. Jimmy Fox coming to the plate with the runner on first. 4 runs in, still only 1 out. And here we go, Hellickson. They're going to get some innings out of him, I hope. Okay, that's a ground ball to second. We got a runner on first. They're playing halfway, and this is a double play. They get out of it. 6-4-3. Not before they scored 4. It is 9-1. The crowd here at Tropicana is very disenchanted with the way their team has played in this series. Zobrist, especially their pitching. Zobrist struck him out. Lugo. Seven, and he strikes him out too for the second time. And here comes Randy Wynn. Randy lines a line shot, caught, snagged by the third baseman. That is 3. 9-1 going to the top of the 5th. Alex can face 6 batters before he has to use that blue. After a guy gets on, the next guy gets on, and he has to use the blue. 30 on the 2. What do we got here? We got a ground ball out to the pitcher, picks it up, tosses it over. 1-3. Dwight Evans. Six. That's a ground ball down the first. Picks it up, and he fires, returns the favor, and fires it over to Hellickson covering. And Garcia Parra. Look at those. And there is a line drive straight at the center fielder. He just moves 1 foot over, and that is 3. Clemens out for his 5th inning of work. Bartlett did a plate, struck out his first time. That is a base hit to left. Bartlett gets on. Toby Hall. Then it's a strikeout with the bases. That's a fly out the center with men on. So that's a fly out the center. Top of the order. Carl Crawford singled his last time up and got stranded at third. 58 and a 6. That's a single to left. The runners advance at one base. Crawford picks up his 2nd hit of the game. Can they do something with it this time? They're waiting for Longoria. I don't think he's had a hit in the last 2 games. He draws the walk, and the bases are loaded. Los Pena got some power. Got the 6 he needed. 6 2 is an 11, and 3 is 1 is 12. So we're going to have that 12 chart. This is because a possible home run. This is down the line. We're going to roll 1. Anything but a 1 is a grand slam. And it is gone. Carlos Pena returns the grand slam favor. How do you like that? 2 grand slams in 1 game by these teams. All right. Okay, Aubrey Huff. Clemens not happy with himself at all. Walk, grand slam homer. It's a base hit center. They're coming along, trying to kind of get back into this game. Ben Zobrist still only 1 out here. .37, he struck him out. 2 down. And Lugo. The game's over. I'll do a quick timeout, and I'll come back and give you a couple little stats, and then we'll talk to you about the tournament and what you'll be watching for next. And it's going to be a ground ball. That's the short picked up, thrown over, and that is it. 3 outs. Now, not before they pick up 4 runs and make it a 9-5 game now. Wow. Are they going to be able to come back? But Hellickson doing a pretty good job of holding them guys. Okay. Bullpen is active. They know he's a reliever. He could be getting tired. And there's a base hit up the middle by Dustin Pedroia. That's his 5th batter. Yeah. 5, 6. So on the 5 chart, and we just drew another base on balls. Okay. Now that was his 6th one. That's 6. Now after the next guy gets on, anybody gets on, he'll have to use the B chart, but he doesn't have to use it here yet. Let's see if he can get out of this mess. Speaker. 1 struck Tris Speaker out. Ted Williams. Did a grand slam last time. Uh-oh. He's got the numbers again. And he's against a righty, so he's got an 8. And 5 is 13. Ted Williams has just hit his 2nd home run of the game, giving him 7 RBIs. Wow, what a fantastic game for Ted. This Boston team, it's got to be the favorites to win this tournament. And that'll be all for Hellickson. Okay, Carl Yastrzemski, Roberto Hernandez is on the mound. Oh, 32 on the 3, and there's a line out the right. Let's throw a line here. 2 down. Jimmy Fox. And Jimmy Fox lines a double into the corner. Nobody on. Here's Wade Boggs. It's a ground ball down the third, picked up, thrown over, 5-3. And they are out of the inning, but not before 3 more big runs. 12-5. Says, oh, they give me some great offensive support here. Here's Randy Wynn leading off the bottom of the 6th. And then struck him out. Bartlett. He struck him out. Wow. See, his 29, where this is going to be the 27th guy here. And after that, if once a guy gets on, he'll have to use his Bs, and we'll probably see the relief corps in. And there's a fly out the left, and he gets out of that one. Top of the 7th. Okay, the reliever is going to get a bonus 3 because he already faces 3 right there. But because he did it before or during the 9th inning, he gets a bonus of +3 on batters. So here's Dwight Evans. Uh-oh. There's a 12. There's that one down the line, and it is gone. Wow. Lord galore. Garcia Parra. He struck him out. Okay, Pedroia. And it's a fly out to center. And a Veritek. And he lines a left shot in the left field. Okay, because he just used his bonus. Now we got the guy on. So the next one he has to use is B. And then if he gets on, we're going to be pulling him. Okay. They're already going way too many. 5-2 is 45. We're using the B, and that's a 5. That's a 50 and a 5 charge. Then that's a fly out the center. No, this is M chart action. Sorry, guy. 5. Wild pitch. The blue die's higher than his wild pitch rating. What's his wild pitch? It is higher than wild pitch rating, and there's a wild pitch. And down to second goes Veritek. Speaker still at the plate. 23, we're playing back. 23, and that's a single off the infielder's glove, and the runner goes to third. And that's all for Hernandez. Alex Klom is on the mound. He gets the bonus too, so he can get up to 6 batters before he has to use that beat. Here's the man: 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, and there's 2 outs here. And he just drove bases on ball, base on balls. See, with the runner on first only, or bases full, so it's a runner on. It's not, so it's not full. So right now we have the bases loaded again. Wow. Will we see a third grand slam of the game? Here's Carl Yastrzemski. That's a ground ball down to second, picks it up, tosses it over to first, and they get the third out. But not before they scored one more, folks. It is now 13-5. Clemens getting close now to his limits. Like to see if he can kind of scrape out and get a complete game, but he's already let up 5 runs, so that's not going to help him. 4-6. That's a ground ball down the short, picked up, fired over. 6-3, 1 out. Longoria walked his last time up and scored. 6 2's a 9. 2's an 11. This is the 11-12. So now, and this is once a little. This is reversed. Now when we roll it, the only thing it'll be a base hit unless it's a 6, and if it's a 6, it's a home run. And it's a base hit for Longoria. Carlos Pena. We're on the 12. It was just the opposite. Okay. Here we go. Carlos Pena. That's 29. All right. Now after the next guy gets on base, he's got to use his B. 46, and we struck him out. Wait a minute, or come back to the pitcher. Let me see how this is working. He's going to try to turn the double play. So he throws the second for the first one, and now they're going to try to turn it. So I'm going to be throwing one die against the pitcher's defense rating, which is a 4. And it's tied. Let's see if what happened there. If not higher, the batter's safe. So we got a fielder's choice. He's out at second. He's on the fielder's choice. No, Aubrey Huff. But the guy did get on, so he's not going to use his B. Let's see if we can at least get this inning in. Oh, wait a minute. 2. Look at it again. 5-3 is a 1, and then we're using the 5 column, which is a 2. So this is 3 on the 5 column, 3 on the 5 column. That's a grounder to second, picks it up 4-3, and Clemens finished the inning, and he'll be done for the day. Okay, Cologne back out there. Jimmy Fox, top of the 8th. They struck him out. Wade box. You got bases on balls. I think we're going to have some J action. I'm going to check on that. Okay, Boggs is out there on first, and we're going to have some of this J action on this one. It's a 10. The plus. Stolen base or caught stealing. If the blue die is higher than the catcher's defense rating. Okay. This is Colomb. This is him. His defense rating is a 4. If it's higher than the catcher's defense rating, it is a stolen base, and not higher. We got a stolen base out there for Wade Boggs. That could have erupted a gigantic fight, folks. Brought this big of a lead, and they're stealing, and it's this 8th inning. Oh, we're talking about sportsmanship here, folks. And he struck him out. That's his 5th. He can go 6 before he's got to do it. He's Garcia Parra. 19. There's 2 outs. We're playing back. 19. That's a ground out to first. 6-3. Okay, Colomb has done his job and he'll be done. Time out as the Boston bullpen's open. Oh. Well, I've messed up and didn't take it off a pause there after that last pitcher. And then Smokey Joe finished it up. And they did score again, 2 more in the 9th. So I'll be right back with the final. Sorry about that. Pause again. Okay, so the final was 15-5. Boston scored 15 runs on 16 hits. Roger Clemens got the win. Tampa scored 5 runs on 9 hits. Matt Garcia got the loss. So as you can see, Boston has advanced to the semifinals. And they'll be playing the winner of this series right here, Toronto versus the combined team of Texas and Washington. But I looked through the thing, both of those double figures. There was only one game in this entire tournament so far that had double figures. It was right here. Oakland scored 12 in this win over Baltimore. Other than that, pretty realistic. Wow, that was kind of crazy. Boston's pretty good. So the next game that you might be seeing, I'm not sure yet, will be the game 1 of this series here between Cincinnati and Washington. So SoCal Sabres saying, take care of yourselves out there. Sorry about that little mix-up again right at the end with that pause. Be kind to each other and stay safe.